Hi, this is Mrs. Arroyo, and today we are on day 5 of math, analog clocks to the nearest half hour. Go ahead and solve the problem in your head. 18 minus 7. You should have 11. 17 minus 11. You should have 6. Our daily learning target is analog clocks to the nearest half hour. I can tell and write time on an analog clock to the nearest half hour. Our standard is tell and write time in hours and half hours using analog and digital clocks. Here's a representation of what a clock looks like. All of the hours are labeled. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 as our hours. And when we see the minute hand fall on those numbers, when it's on the 12, it's 0 minutes into the next hour. When the minute hand is on the 1, it's 5 minutes. And on the 2, 10 minutes, and so on. It counts by 5s for the minutes. And as you can see, there's little notches in between those that shows that it counts all the way up to 60 minutes into the next hour. Here's another representation showing off the minute section of the clock. And you can see the arrows point in the direction that the clock's hand moves. This is called clockwise for a reason. Julian learned that there were 60 minutes and 1 hour at school. The clock below shows Julian's recess time. What time does Julian's class go to recess? So first let's unpack that there's 60 minutes in an hour. And this is going to show you how it's counted. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There's 60 minutes in an hour. And as you can tell, the clock is split into 2 halves. Half of an hour is 30 minutes. 2 half hours makes 60 minutes. So we can see that the minute hand is on the 6, showing that there's 30 minutes past the hour. So we put that in our minute section. Then we look at the hour hand. The hour hand falls in between the 10 and the 11, so the hour is 10. That means our time is 10:30. So Julian's class goes to recess at 10:30. Kellen looked at the clock around lunchtime and said that it was 6 o'clock. Do you agree or disagree with Kellen's thinking? Take a moment and think about whether or not you think Kellen is right. So I disagree with Kellen. It is not 6 o'clock. What Kellen did was he mixed up the minute hand and the hour hand. I've shown the hour hand labeled in purple and the minute hand labeled in red. So Kellen saw the minute hand and thought it was the hour hand, but it turns out he was just confused. So this shows that the hour is in between 12 and 1. That means the hour is 12. The minute hand is on the 6, and remember that each number counts for 5 minutes. So starting at 12, which is 0 minutes, we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. This clock shows us that it is actually 12:30, not 6 o'clock. Now it's time to check your understanding. Mr. Green went to a picnic at 5:30 in the afternoon. Show the time for when Mr. Green went to the picnic on the clock. Make sure you clearly represent your hour hand and your minute hand. The hour hand should be a little shorter and fatter, and the minute hand should be a little longer and skinnier. Whenever you are showing a half hour, make sure your hour hand is in between the 2 numbers, halfway point. Thank you so much for listening and learning. As always, you can reach out if you need extra help. Thank you.